Well, the Learn to Love program at Halton Women's Place is working to prevent teen dating violence in the community. Great to have their executive director back on the show with us this morning, Laurie Hepburn. You snuck in just at the end of February on this Leap Day. You do this all year round, but why focus on the month of February specifically?
Yeah, so you're right. We do this all year round. We are always in our community talking about the prevalence of domestic violence, but also in the schools in Halton. Two of the school boards, we are there teaching our program called Learn to Love, grades 1 to 12, because we want kids to know about healthy relationships. We want to stop violence before it starts. And February is Teen Dating Violence Awareness Month nationally, so we recognize it at Halton Women's Place as well.
Okay. How do we do that? How can we prevent it? Is it about... I don't have teens. Not yet, anyways.
Yeah.
You have preteens.
I have tweens.
You have tweens. How do we do it as parents?
Oh, we stay educated. We stay educated. We stay informed, and that's what we're there to help with. Right? Is making sure that we're talking about red flags, dating violence, making sure that parents know the signs or how to support their child if they think that there is something going on. And parents can't know that if they don't have the information. So it's the same with educators. We want, folks in the schools to know how to recognize, how to intervene with a child. But really it's about communication. Just keeping those lines open and being non-judgmental and inviting your child to talk about it.
Man, it's changed though, because it used to be the phone would ring in the house and dad would pick up the phone and it would be somebody else on the other line who might be afraid to ask for somebody in the household. There is none of that anymore.
No.
It's all phones. It's all social media. So
absolutely.
How can parents become aware of who maybe somebody is even dating?
Again, it's just about communication, right? And making sure, technology and social media has added a whole other level to this because, you're right. If when I was a teen, somebody would call, my dad would answer the phone or,
click.
Pretty much actually. But they could hear you in the next room, right? They could typically hear what's going on. And now people have access to folks at all different ages on their cell phones, right? So it's really, again, teaching your kids about technology and relationships, which is one of our classes presentations that we go in and teach in grade 7.
Okay, so what are you doing in the schools? Is that where you're starting at grade 7?
Yeah, no. We actually start grade 1 to 12.
Oh, 1 to 12. Okay.
This is the prevention side of what we do, and we know that early intervention works. We know that education can lead to prevention, right? So we want to stop violence before it starts. Our classes are grades 1 to 12. So it kind of starts with healthy friendships, healthy relationships, and that translates, it's age appropriate. It translates into, grade 8, 9, consent, dating violence, red flags, and then, it starts off with healthy friendships, interactions, all those kind of pieces.
Because every home is different. And you don't know what it's like at home. You know what I mean? Mom and dad maybe aren't together. Maybe they're staying in 2 different homes and they have different ideals about how things can come. So the basis of the program is in schools because you're not going in and then them taking it home to their parents.
Absolutely. So, we want to make sure that the schools are equipped, the kids are equipped. We know that all of these all of these conversations are not necessarily happening at home. And you're right, families are all different. Their definition of love and healthy relationships can be all different. So we just want to make sure that there's a safe place where kids are at schools where they know what a healthy relationship means.
Learn to Love program at Halton Women's Place, doing some great prevention. Executive Director Laurie Hepburn, thanks for joining us and passing along some information.
Thank you so much.
Cheers. More Morning Live on your Thursday, this Leap Day, right after this.